So I just wanted to go over today how to do diagonal movement in Godot, and I'll show you the little end product real quick. So right here, I'm just gonna go through this door, and there's a creature on the other side, and yeah, he moves in diagonally and stuff, and then he just goes all over the place. Yeah, so it's working. So my code that I'm actually using is running in C++, but I could easily transfer it over back to Godot. But right here, as you can see, all that's happening is I use like a little mathematical formula. If you swap the x and z values, and then you times one of them by -1, then you'll get a perpendicular movement. So that's a perpendicular equation. I could reproduce this real quick in Godot. So here's a set perpendicular function in GD script. Basically, it just does the same thing. It switches the x and z values and times one of them by -1 to get perpendicular movement. And I just have it to where if you pass an integer in, if it's 0, then it'll times x by -1, and if it's anything else, it'll times z by -1. So the move vector is moving straight towards the player, and I'm sending that into the set perpendicular function, and when it gets returned, then he'll move perpendicularly. So here's the example right here. And now he will move side to side when he sees me, like that, boom. It looks a little weird, but you could edit like how often he does it or how the pattern is with code, but that's the basic formula. Sorry I'm showing the same clip again, but as you can notice, I am passing a random integer in there just so that he randomly moves side to side rather than all the time or something. But so half the time he'll move straight and half the time he'll move perpendicularly. So yeah. So now I'm gonna make the set diagonal function. So I'll just name it set diagonal. And you'll use the same type of variables as you did in the other function. So make it vec of vector of type vector3, and here is direction of type int, and I'm just going to pass that in. So first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to get the perpendicular vector, and I'm just going to pass it to a new variable. So perp vec equals to set perpendicular, and this will be vec and direction. So basically it's getting the perpendicular vector of the vector that I'm passing in. So if it's moving straight to the player, it's going to move side to side with this. And after that, I'm going to take the average of the original vector and the perpendicular vector. So vec equals to perp vec plus vec, and then you put that in parentheses, and then you divide that motherfucking shit by 2.0. And yeah, right there. So you're getting the average of the two vectors, and they'll automatically make it to where it moves diagonally in either direction. And right here, after that, you just gotta normalize it. That normalized, or else it will either move slower or faster. I think slower in this case, because they're both adding by ones and dividing by 2 and stuff. I don't know, adding by whatever value it's gonna have. But yeah. I always like to normalize it, or else they won't move the right speed, or they might move faster. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. So after that, you just got to return the vector, and yeah. So that's it right there. And as you can see, I'm already calling that, and here's pretty much how you use it. So you get your movement vector, which is basically moving straight. You call a set diagonal function. You pass in the movement vector, and the different direction, which is like it gets a random integer every time I call this. And if it's less than 2, then I call this function, or else it just moves straight. So it moves diagonally and straight at the same time. So let's see right here. I'll show you the aftermath after it's all done and said. Okay, boom. See, look, now he's all moving like side to side and stuff randomly. And you can set like a little timer, however long you want him to move diagonally, however long you want him to move straight. You could also, you don't have to randomize it either. You could like make like little set patterns if you want to with the integers. But that's what's nice about it. Like a 0 integer means he moves -x, and a positive integer means like he moves -z. So yeah. So whichever one you really want, actually. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And it works any direction. As you can see, I'm running around in circles, and he is running at me diagonally, no matter which direction I go. And it looks kind of cool, actually, like he's trying to dodge my bullets. It's like, I can't shoot his ass. He's running all over the motherfucking place. But damn, bam. Oh, shit. He did dodge a couple. But yeah, it is just random. But yeah. And so, like I said, you could just make it any little pattern you want if you don't like randomness. Okay. So I hope you guys all have a great day, and I hope this helped.